Hey guys, I'm Tiffany and I'm here to do Free Tarot Friday on a Wednesday. Trying a couple of new things. Somebody suggested I should be posting these on Instagram. So I am dual recording a live and an Instagram video to post later. So thank you for bearing with me while I'm trying a new thing with technology this week. A little bit early, so you'll get your weekend forecast a couple of days early. How fun is that? It's super fun, right? I want to talk about Mahashivaratri is going on this week. So Thursday, tomorrow on the 11th, a big point of the year where we celebrate, Shivaratri once a month, but this is the Maha. This is the big one for the whole year for 2021. And so if you're into yoga, if you want to look more into Mahashivaratri, knowing that Thursday is a pretty auspicious day and something for you to play with, making some wishes, getting clarity on your path of enlightenment. So we're doing Tarot because Tarot helps us. It's like a port in the storm. If we have questions, then this is where we can find some answers. And just knowing that my intention is to give you a clear reading so that you gain confidence and clarity in whatever you're asking, and how interesting it is that the reading so often makes sense for the whole of a certain zodiac tribe. So you're going to watch for your sun sign, but it might make more sense to watch for your moon sign or your rising sign, or just playing with your astrology in that way. So let's just clear the deck for Aries and see what kind of reading we can get for Aries. Hi, Rissa. Thank you. Let's get the clearing for our Aries friends. Anybody watching for Aries? Let's just visualize the Aries symbol together and ask for some clear guidance, any kind of support that they need to hear. And just visualizing white liquid light streaming in and around the heart center. All right, for Aries, we get the Chariot card, which has been a card of a topic for us in the Inner Circle group on Facebook, right? The Chariot. We also get the Ten of Wands reversed here and the Death card reversed. So to me, Aries, it looks like a very hard, trying period has been over, has been lifted, and the weekend should really be about moving forward. So this includes not bringing up stuff from the past. This includes not bringing up painful experiences. This includes not holding somebody accountable to that thing that they did. This includes letting yourself off the hook so that truly you can move forward. You get the card of the Chariot. The Chariot is a victory, it's a win, it's a yes. It's also represented by swans or sometimes horses pulling you forward. So knowing that there are many interpretations of Chariot, but there's this side of Chariot where it's not just because you said, you know what I mean? It's because you started working together in a cooperative way and that you have the support you need to go forward. So Aries, let go of the same old, and try something new. It's just time to let it go. It's just time to move forward. Spring is your time to shine. Okay, so Aries, positive reading for you. And all right, so let's clear the deck for our Taurus family and friends that are watching. Clearing the deck for Taurus. Thanks, guys, for being patient with me. Doing Free Tarot Friday on a Wednesday. Sometimes you got to change it up, right? All right, let's clear for Taurus. All right, we get the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Temperance card. They're all reversed. So do we want to read them all reversed? The Hierophant, first of all, it's like this is just remembering what you've committed to, and that sometimes when it's reversed like this, like feeling like there might be too much commitment going on. In fact, so much that you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed with what you've signed up for. So knowing that this weekend, you do get the Six of Wands, it's a victory and it's a win, but it comes from patience, it comes from being still, it comes from moderation in all things. The victory card is not a win when it's upside down. It's still a win. It just happens slower than you think. It happens differently than you think. It's a different kind of victory than you had in mind. Okay, so we can be open. We can be open to finding victory in the small things this weekend. And we know to express some kind of moderation so that we don't overexert or overdo it in a way that, produces injuries, right? So reestablishing what your priorities are, getting good with yourself on that, having clear, I guess, a clear idea of what your schedule is going to be like this weekend so that you don't overcommit to something, and then looking for some of the smaller victories. Hi, June from Switzerland. We're glad you're here. All right, let's clear for Gemini. Thank God Switzerland is represented in our audience ship. Thank you. All right, let's clear for Gemini. Here's the card that fell out. Let's see. We've got the Emperor. Okay, so Gemini, something related to work is keeping you busy this weekend. Some authority figure, some sense of something that you've given your power away to, right? Usually a boss, can also be a father figure, can also be a partner, right? But I'm going to say Gemini this weekend, something having to do with work is weighing you down. It's like you're having to redo something, it's like you got everything set up right and it just didn't work. And so you spent all this time doing it the right way and they're like, not like that. It's like the worst kind of boss when you're like, tell me how to do it and I'll do it correctly. And they're like, I'll let you know when it's wrong. You know what I mean? And so just being clear with work expectations. You're being asked to do a very big thing. You're being asked to turn lead into gold. You're being asked to be the magician. It's almost like you're being asked to represent something falsely in a way. Like I'm not saying that you're being asked to lie, but it's a hard thing that they're asking of you to do at work, and you've got some opinions about it. So just getting right with yourself, what feels right. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it, Wow, Anthea from South Africa and Leslie from New York. We're going to have to do Free Tarot Friday on Wednesday more often. Hi, guys. Okay, let's clear for, Cancer. Let's clear the deck for Cancer. Any of our Cancer friends watching so that they can have some information for their weekend ahead of schedule that helps them plan, helps them map out the weekend a little bit better. Let's see what we got for our Cancers. Okay, Two of Wands here. All right, Cancer. The Two of Wands, this is the card that you have the world in your hands and still you yearn. You could be living in two places right now. The twos are about making a decision, but they're also about when we feel pulled in two directions. And we know that the numerology this year is a 5, and so there's a lot of times this year where we're all going to be feeling spread a little bit too thin. This idea that you're not really sure if you're supposed to be here or there. So the grass is always greener. You know what I mean? Dividing your time. The wands are about action. So having that sense of not tire kicking, but just that pause, that like, oh, what decision are we going to make here? It does feel like you're dealing with somebody that is not able to be their best self right now. So the Knight of Coins, we know we're on our way, we're making decisions, we're growing up. Reverse like this, we're just not quite making very mature decisions. And we're also dealing with somebody that's slowing things down. So it's like, yes, you've got to make a decision, you're making a move, something's changing here, you're worried about it, and it's probably going to go a little bit slower than you think. All right, just like we got for our Taurus, maybe it's just not going to happen in the same way. It's like we think the worst is over, but I do see that there might be something tripping us up a little bit here. So being prepared for a few snags over the weekend helps you have a clear mind. So very similar to Taurus, like don't overdo it, don't overwhelm yourself, and just set yourself up for success by kind of doing less, taking stuff off your calendar instead of adding to it. How's it going with me looking part at this screen and part at this screen? Am I driving you nuts yet? Let me know. All right, we've got Leo is next. So a clear reading for Leo. We're just asking for some clarity, confidence, and truth for our Leo friends, our Leo family. All right. Yikes. How are we going to interpret this one, guys? We got the Seven of Swords reversed next to the Ten of Cups. So it just feels like happy family time is being interrupted by a thief. It feels like somebody's not making time for happy family time. It feels like somebody's kind of harshing your mellow, and harshing your mellow in a pretty big way. Okay, so Leo, we want to chop wood, carry water. It does feel like it's time to turn your resources into action. It's time to use your network. It's time to use the tools you have. So what is your spiritual fitness going into this, Leo? You know, that looks like a bit of a bummer. I'm not saying that every Leo out there is going to have a shitty weekend at all. I'm just saying for most Leos watching, it's time to chop wood and carry water and to not get overwhelmed in magical thinking or pretend land or princess land, right? Like we have to look at reality, Leo, and we have to just do the next right thing. We don't have to make somebody bad or wrong when they haven't shown up in a way that we wanted them to just because we saw the potential. You know what I mean? Okay, so my heart goes to you guys. Let's clear for Virgo. Let's see what our Virgo friends need to hear for the weekend. Just calling forward clear information for our Virgo tribe. Clearing for Virgo. I hope to see some of you guys at Astrology 101, Psychic Development, and Tarot. We're starting next week through McLennan Community College. All right, let's clear for Virgo. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right, we got the Fool reversed. We got Justice reversed. We got the Nine of Cups reversed here, and then the Tower card. All right, Virgo. Something in your foundation is whack. It's almost like you smell a trickster, like you see Mercury is at play. Somebody's being mercurial. Somebody's just not really coming forward with the information that would be super helpful. You know what I mean? And I do feel like there's a sense of self-sabotage going on at some level. Sorry to tell you that. It's like you get your wish, be careful what you wish for, you know? So this is looking like a little bit of self-sabotage going on, and that we just got to break it down and rebuild it and start over, you know? So can we get a card of clarification for our Virgos? We really need some help here, some extra advice or guidance for our Virgos. All right, Six of Wands, reversed. So what can we say about this? I would say like car problems. I would say like electricity problems. I would say something that is just not wired, right? So if it's not electrical in nature, it could be electrical in your own nervous system. It does look like maybe a cleanse, a detox, a purge, drinking a lot of water, this kind of thing to help you, to just really to help you get clear is going to be useful. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm sensing. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like. So anything else for our Virgos? Let's see. Yeah, it does look like we've got some upset going on here, some heartbreak, something that used to fill your cup and make you lots and lots of happiness is upsetting you. And so when that's happening, it's like if the fridge isn't clean, my whole weekend is ruined. You know what I mean? If I don't get this appointment, then everything's upside down. That's what I feel like is going on for you. So letting go of that need for everything to be like perfect or clear, or it's okay for some things to be in limbo and to still be happy and in love with your life this weekend anyways, right? Let's clear the deck. After Virgo comes Libra. Let's clear the deck for our Libra friends watching, or who will see this later. Again, we're doing this early because I'm just testing out, is it going to work where I can post it to all of the channels. So thanks for your patience as we're advancing some technology over here. Clearing for Libra. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. What is it our Libra folks need to hear for today? Okay. King of Wands, a Lover's card, a Five of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups. To me, it looks like your Libras, you might be putting on airs. You know what I mean? You might be putting on airs. You might be saying things are better than they really are. It looks like there's something wrong in the home front, you know? This Five of Cups reversed. It's like that feeling, that sense of it's not as good as I'm making it out to be, okay? That maybe one of us in our partnership has more power than the other or something like that. It just feels like there's an imbalance and I need to get back into a place of honesty. The Seven of Cups For you, Libra, over the weekend means that you have a lot of options. You can do whatever you want with it. Just be real, just be honest, take some inventory. Am I making things look better than they really are? Is that helpful? Is that a form of sorcery, right? Is it a form of lying? And would I be better off making a different choice? All right, so kind of a tough message to deliver. It does look, I cut this deck in half, and it's the Eight of Cups. Walk away and don't look back. So just stay on your own mat. You know what I mean? Just stay on your own mat. It's all right. Let's clear, I was going to say for October, let's clear for our Scorpio friends. What do our Scorpios need to hear this weekend? Some Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. Clearing for Scorpios. What's some advice we can offer? Some suggestions for how they can map out or guide their weekend. Okay. Scorpio. All right. All right, Scorpio, looks like you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, we got this Seven of Wands reversed here. It's like when you feel like you're the only one doing anything, you know, when you feel like it's you against the world and you're not feeling heard, seen, supported, then we got the Queen of Swords reversed. So somebody is either being really, really hard on you, you're being hard on yourself, or you're having to draw some boundaries that nobody wants, and it's just uncomfortable. I'm not saying it's unhealthy. It feels uncomfortable when you have to be the Queen of Swords upside down. Like over here, she said no, and she meant no, and now she's pissed. You know what I mean? And all she really wants to do is be this Queen of Cups. She doesn't want to be constantly under the gun of the Justice card, of having to fight, defend, explain, find out what's fair. She just wants to be in love with life. She doesn't want to have to do this like hard boundary setting stuff, and she just doesn't want to be pushed to the edge, you know. So being careful where you put yourself this weekend. A little card of clarification here. Just looks like you've worked yourself back into a corner and you're having a hard time just knowing where to go, you know. So when that's the case, a little pause is good. We get the Judgment card when I cut the deck in half. The Judgment is often depicted with Jesus. It means life after death. It means when the tower falls, that something will be rebuilt, whether it's with the same people or structures or materials or not. It is going to be okay, Scorpio. All right, let's clear the deck for Sag, for our Sagittarius friends. Anybody watching with Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Clearing the deck for Sag. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I have 4 planets in Scorpio, 4 in Libra, and 2 in Sag. Have Sag rising. So let's clear the deck for our Sag friends. Okay. We've got Eight of Swords reversed, 10 of Coins reversed. Everything's reversed. So I'm clearly going to have to reshuffle my deck here, but for you, Sagittarius, just stop being the martyr. You know, this is when you've been a prisoner of your own making and you've told everybody about it. The 10 of Coins reverse is when we're feeling, you know, the 10 of Coins is a really positive card. It's abundance, it's happiness, it's security, it's stability, it's going in the right direction. And so here you're just getting in your own way of prosperity and happiness and connection, you know. We got the King of Cups reversed too, and so when the King of Cups is upright, this is when we're on our best behavior, when we're our most compassionate, when we're our most connected, when we're our most intuitive and kind and reigning over our kingdom and our territories with a significant amount of kindness. But when it's reversed like this, we're coming off all wrong. So your heart's probably in the right place, but you may not be communicating it very well to everybody around you. Okay, and so after Sag, we've got Capricorn. Let's clear the deck for our Capricorn friends and see what it is they need to hear for the weekend. Clearing for Capricorn, just knowing that you can take what you want and leave the rest. It's just a fun, entertaining piece for the weekend. Okay. Capricorn, look. Capricorn got the first good reading of the day. It wasn't all like Bad Witch Tiffany here. We got the 10 of Cups, which is happily ever after. This is the happy family card of prosperity, abundance, all things good, falling in love, spending quality time together, being with your family, being with your close ones. It's a feel-good card. It's one of my favorite ones. So good job, Capricorn. And then you get the 6 of Cups, the sense of nostalgia, the sense of being with people that you have a shared past with, this idea of generosity and kindness and call and response and give and receive, and this should be a very feel-good weekend for you. So if you have a Capricorn buddy, lean on them, because the rest of the readings were kind of off kilter, were they not? It's kind of funny, right? Kind of quirky. Let's clear the deck for Aquarius. Let's clear for Aquarius. We'll do Aquarius and Pisces, and then we'll do a general reading for everybody. So starting first with Aquarius. Okay. We got the Ace of Coins and then the Ten of Coins reverse. Okay, so something that looks really, really good, looks really, really promising, something that you're ready to start, may not be as promising as you think. So if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. You know what I mean? So I would say be careful if you're being sold snake oil. You know, I'd be careful whatever new venture you're starting. It's not that it's awful bad wrong, don't do it, but it does look like the details are off at some level. And so we just want to make sure that you're setting yourself up to be successful for yourself. It's not necessarily all about the group all the time, Aquarius. Just this is about your personal finances, your personal sense of security, and your long-term plans and goals for your life. So it's positive, just go slow and nobody will get hurt. All right, let's clear now for Pisces. So Capricorn and Aquarius winning the readings today. Let's clear the deck for our Pisces friends, just getting them some clear advice and guidance, something that can be useful as they map out their weekend ahead. Okay. All right, for Pisces, we get our Temperance reverse, our Knight of Swords, Aces. So this is very similar to Scorpio. It's just like you've tried the middle way, you've tried the path of peace, you've tried good behavior, you've tried bad behavior, and at the end of the day, somebody just pushed you up against a wall where you feel like you have to be even more clear and even more strict. And it's just going to take you unplugging so that you don't get into that dynamic of having to fight or defend. You know what I mean? It is time for you, Pisces, to do nothing. You've done it all. You've done every range of emotion possible. So this is a weekend where you can unplug and receive the benefits of spirit. Plant some new seeds here with the Empress card. Plant, being... taking care of yourself, nurturing your inner child. These are things that you can do this weekend, but that's about it, right? All right, and then going into a general reading for everybody. Let's just clearing the deck for everybody. Just clear the deck for everybody and see if we can get some new advice that's helpful, a second wave of information that would be useful to anybody watching. I know there are a lot of channels out there. Appreciate you watching Wise Skies and trusting us here to offer you sound guidance. Okay, those are the two. Let's see. All right, we get the Empress and the King of Wands reversed. So all of us, I started this reading by saying, hey, Mahashivaratri coming at us on Thursday the 11th. This is a time for planting seeds. This is the spring of our lives. This is a time when it's been a hard winter, you know what I mean? In a lot of ways, emotionally, physically, whatever. And so this is a time when we're ready to spring forward and move into new fertile ground, new fertile ideas, being somewhat productive or is productful a word? Is that not a word? Who can tell me? That's not a word. Okay, but it's being productive. It's not necessarily being efficient. It's just watching the natural cycles unfold. Okay, so being observant of the natural cycles in nature, planting seeds and wishes, preparing for a bountiful summer, a bountiful crop. Like that's what this is about. It's also an incubation period. The King of Wands reversed here to me means somebody's probably coming in hot. It's not necessarily going to be the most peaceful weekend, but so we just have to remember to take care of that inner child. All of us do. All of us do. It's not against somebody. It's not for somebody. It's just stand up for yourself, not against the other man. I hope that's been useful to you. It certainly makes sense to me. And I thank you guys for watching Free Tarot Friday early this week. Hopefully we'll get it figured out to be on Instagram too. And I so value your feedback. I love hearing from you. I go back and look at all the comments. It makes me happy when things have made sense for you. So please continue to join the party at wiseskiescollective.com. You can Venmo or PayPal if you'd like to leave a virtual tip if this has been useful for you. If you're not able to do that, or it's not your gig, then just hold the door open for somebody, buy somebody coffee behind you, be a good person out there, and happy Mahashivaratri until we can work together maybe on a one-on-one basis or again in the future. My blessings to you guys, and namaste. Okay, perfect.